Hey people, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is about this billionaire's wife who wanted to go to Greece for her birthday, but the husband instead gifted her with an egg apron. The video is really going viral, causing a lot of women to react differently. Her content is that of a trade wife and her page is Billionaire Farm. Please watch her video as well as the stitches. I'll be back soon.
Okay, that's my birthday present from Daniel. Hoping their tickets to Greece.
Where's it from?
I don't know, the boys took it off.
I took it off.
It's from Ukraine.
So, plane tickets? Ooh, a hat I can wear in Greece.
It's not a hat.
It's not.
Oh, my egg apron!
Eggs in it.
Great, then you can gather eggs.
So cute. It's really cute. It's a
Yeah.
cute one.
That's the best. You're welcome.
Thanks, honey.
Not for a long time.
Imagine you're married to the heir to $1 billion fortune. Your husband's family is loaded. You have given this man multiple children. And it's your birthday, and all you really want are tickets to Greece.
Hoping their tickets to Greece. A hat I can wear in Greece.
It's not a hat.
It's not.
Oh, my egg apron!
Eggs in it.
Great, then you can gather eggs. You're welcome.
Thanks, honey.
You know what she wants. You can give her what she wants, and you give her something that she could do more chores with. I just saw an article about this content creator. Her name is Billionaire Farm. She has like millions of followers here on TikTok. And in the interview, she talks about how she basically works herself into exhaustion. Taking care of, I think they got 6 or 7 kids, if I'm not mistaken. No nanny. They only have a maid that comes in once a week. She is so exhausted that sometimes she has to lay in bed for a whole week. He can't even give her for her birthday rest. The gift of rest. A man that only sees you in terms of your labor should be a red flag. I don't care if you're cooking and cleaning for him in a 1-bedroom shack or if you're cooking and cleaning for him in a 10-bedroom mansion. It should still be a red flag. You are more than chores. You are more than labor. You are a person with thoughts and dreams and goals and aspirations outside of being a wife, outside of being a mother, and outside of what you can do for other people.
For everyone saying that Billionaire Farm should just leave, clearly doesn't know how hard it is to 1, leave a relationship like that, 2, leave when you have 8 children, and 3, and most importantly, leave a man who is the heir of a $1 billion corporation. This man could quite literally hold that woman in court for the next 30 years. He has enough money to use the court system to his advantage. There's no way in hell that she has enough money to fight him for as long as he can fight in court, and he can just keep going on and on and on and on. So like, yeah, she can leave, but she'd have to leave without her children for quite a while. And leaving your abuser, whether he physically or mentally abuses her, with your children, that is an incredibly devastating decision to make. So at the end of the day, she's likely going to stay with her children, even if it's at the detriment of her own health, safety, happiness. Also too, a lot of people are like, she chose this. There's so many times when people go into a relationship or a marriage without truly knowing what you're choosing. I was married and got divorced because the man and the relationship that I chose was not the man in the relationship that I left. Also, people grow and change, and also pop out 8 children, have no help, and on and on and on. So like, yeah, it's easy to say, why doesn't she just leave, or she chose this, but there's a lot more to it. Just the fact that she called her page Billionaire Farm is so heartbreaking, like seeing everything and reading everything that we have now. That is still her soul, and she's essentially lost that soul to the farm. And like when you look at her cooking by her stove and you see the little ballerina picture up on the wall behind her, that is so heartbreaking. Like, this girl got a full ride to Juilliard. That is nearly impossible to do. And when you see her videos of her cooking and her doing this and doing that, or talking with her husband, the just blank stare, the looking off, the disassociation. But when you see her dancing videos, it's just pure joy on her face and pure, like, just energy in her body. And I'm not taking away from the fact that she's a mother, and like, I'm sure being a mother is very fulfilling in certain ways, like it is to all of us. But to put aside your dreams entirely for this man who doesn't even appreciate you and can't even get you the tickets to Greece that you've asked for, and instead gets you a symbol of essentially your oppression with that egg apron, is just so sad. And unfortunately, once you're that far like in, you almost have to stay in so that you're not essentially admitting defeat, admitting that everyone was right, that you were wrong. I just hope she sees these videos and she takes a step back and maybe is able to hopefully find her joy again and maybe get the chance to dance.
As a fan of Billionaire Farms, it's the egg apron. It's the unwrapped gift. It is the lack of effort put forth that solidified the end of my marriage. And I'm speaking kind of in a metaphor right now. I had something similar happen to me. My 40th birthday was approaching, and my ex asked me what I wanted for my 40th birthday. And I literally just said, all I want are chocolate covered pretzels from Trader Joe's and nowhere else. They are my guilty pleasure. They are my sin. I love them, and only the ones from Trader Joe's, and none of the other brands that are out there that you can get anywhere. So I communicate this to him. My birthday comes around, I open my birthday present, and there are chocolate covered pretzels in the bag, but generic ones. And I just was like, I'm sure this sounds totally crazy. Like, Kyle, you ended your marriage over a bag of chocolate covered pretzels? No, it was the fact that I asked for something simple that required a little bit of effort to be able to get those chocolate covered pretzels to me, and he wasn't willing to do it for me. I lived 3.5 hours from a Trader Joe's. He could have driven to Tallahassee and got me an entire case of the chocolate covered pretzels to really, really show me how he cares. Or he could have picked up the phone and called my mom, who lives next to not one, not two, but 3 Trader Joe's in South Florida. And he could have said, hey, can you grab some chocolate covered pretzels for me? I'll pay you back, and ship them up to Kyle for her 40th birthday. Or when you come, can you bring them? Crickets. Nothing. And of course, I could have asked my mom to bring me chocolate covered pretzels for my 40th birthday, but that's not the point. He asked me what I wanted. I told him what I wanted, and he didn't deliver. Apparently, my mom remembered that this was my aha moment. So the day my divorce was finalized, she was actually in town with me. She gifted me 5 bags of the chocolate covered pretzels. And I would also like it to be known that there are resellers on Amazon and eBay where you can buy those chocolate covered pretzels. Obviously, you're paying a huge markup, but you can still get them for $10. I have a bag in my freezer right now that somebody bought me recently. So
The pivot happening on Ballerina Farm is one to watch. Trad wives, traditional wives, tradition, time, long time. We have seen these women for a very long time. Blank stares, the emotional exhaustion, right? The like drone storytelling, the husband centering, the rapid family expansion, the loss of self and identity on one spectrum. And then on the other spectrum, all those things I just mentioned being packaged and presented as some sort of like really fulfilling life. People who have been leading the anti-trad wife discourse, who would leave comments, on her page laying out the red flags, were met with nothing but like backlash, being called haters and jealous. Or if like the husband pops up in 1 or 2 videos, those same people would be in the comments saying, see, I told you guys, everything is fine and it's totally balanced. We were never talking about red flags here. We're talking about an encyclopedia of experience. We have seen these women for generations. This existence, the strategic rebranding of devout service and devout sacrifice as aesthetic, disguising it as lifestyle. It is deeply ritual and it is deeply connected to the cult these people are members of. Whether it shows up as like...
Ballerina Farms is a cautionary tale for all of you ladies. The wrong man will take away your sparkle. She was literally a ballerina. A ballerina. Her now husband was basically stalking her. She didn't want to go on a date with him. She got on a flight, and because his freaking parents own an airline, he was able to pull some strings so that he could sit next to her. Next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom, they're married. They have like a bazillion kids. They live on a farm. They basically make everything from scratch. And she's what people would call a trad wife. Because this whole article has come out about her, a lot of people are seeing like, oh my God, she gave up her life and her dream just for this man. If you go look at all of her interviews, she like doesn't look happy. Does she like being a mom? I'm sure. I just feel like after the article, it's very clear that this man runs her life. I think one of the saddest clips that I've seen is when it was her birthday and he decided to get her an egg apron when she clearly wanted plane tickets to Greece. His family owns an airline and she got an egg apron. An egg apron! The man that you're supposed to be with will help you get to your goals, regardless of what it is. While you're building a life together, both of you will come out happy, not just one.
After watching her video as well as the reaction from different people, please don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below, because I now believe people say that when you marry a rich man, he will make you work for it. Yeah, maybe it's because he thinks you owe him for all the things that you are enjoying. This is why, ladies, we need to marry a generous man and not a rich man. Someone can be rich, a man can be a billionaire, but can also be stingy. The dance from the woman was fake, so that the kids won't see how sad she is. Marrying for money, you will have to pay for every cent you spend. I don't know what you think, guys. Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section below. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. See you in the next video and stay safe.